Hello and welcome all you basketball fans for another installment of high school basketball on ysnlive.com. We are live from Lordstown High School for this Division IV Region 13 Northeast 2 District Championship contest between the Canfield Cardinals and the Crestwood Red Devils. Big shout out to our friends over at the Ohio Lakers, sponsors of today's contest between the Cardinals and the Red Devils. As Canfield comes in 22-2 on the season, they come in as All-American Conference champs with a perfect 8-0 clip in that conference. Your starters today going to be Marina Koenig, Sophia Castronova, Jenna Treveri, Carly Fleming, and Aline Barakat. As between those five starters, two AAC second-teamers in Marina Koenig and Sophia Castronova, and two AAC first-teamers with Carly Fleming and Jenna Treveri. Jenna Treveri also taking home the All-American Conference's Player of the Year award. On the other side, the road team wearing the red with white numbering and white trim, the Crestwood Red Devils. They come in with an 18-6 record. They are champions of the Chagrin Valley Conference, Valley side of the conference. 18-6 on the year. They were 8-0 in the CVC. Starters for the Red Devils, it's Maddie Dustman, it's Liv Martini, it's Becca Brady, it's Abby Guyette, and it's Ava Lincoln. Becca Brady, one of those players to watch, 11.3 points per game this season. Hello again, everybody. Ty Bartell, ysnlive.com. So thankful you're joining us and so happy to be here and bringing this game live to you as one of these teams is booking their ticket to the Sweet 16 in the Division IV OHSAA playoff tournament. As players getting introduced, 4 p.m. start time for this one. YSN is also going to have coverage of two other girls' games that are going to be tipping off at 4 o'clock, as the South Range Raiders are also going to be playing here at a 4 o'clock tip-off, as well as on the other side, the Maplewood Rockets. They're down at Mineral Ridge playing another team out of Portage County, the Mogador Wildcats, as Maplewood and Mogador going to be facing off, and that one also free on your sports network. We also have a trio of 7 p.m. games, one newly added, as the Poland Bulldogs boys basketball team just got added recently. As the Cardinals getting introduced, they are wearing the white unis with the red numbering and a little bit of black trim. On this side of things, it's the Northeast 2. The winner of this game is going to be playing the winner of the Northeast 4 District Championship game. That contest is going to be held between two other teams in Portage County. 3 out of the 4 teams in these 4 matchups here are from Portage County, as the Streetsboro Rockets are going to be taking on the Field Falcons in the 7 p.m. contest here at Lordstown High School. The winner of that game plays the winner of this game. Interestingly enough, the Canfield Cardinals and the Streetsboro Rockets recently tied things up, as Canfield went out to Streetsboro and suffered just their second defeat of the season, as they went into the Rockets' house and came up short, 38-30. Streetsboro was able to win that low-scoring affair. Cardinal starters getting introduced, as we are just seconds away from getting underway here with the opening tip. Beautiful facilities, by the way, here at Lordstown High School. My personal first time ever stepping foot inside this high school. They got this beautiful double deck kind of look on both sides of the court, both the home and the visitor side. The visitor side got your old school, more traditional wooden bleachers. The home side is the more modern side. You got the plastic bleachers on the bottom, and you got the push-down seating arrangements that are on the top deck. Also, Lordstown recently becoming a member school of your sports network this basketball season. So, again, another formal welcome to the Lordstown Red Devils for joining YSN. And a reminder to any teams or schools, organizations interested in having your sports network represent your school. It is completely free of charge. Give us a ring. Email us at info@ysnlive.com. That is info@ysnlive.com. as Jenna Treveri going to be tipping things off in the middle with Ava Lincoln for the Red Devils. As that opening tip goes into the hands of Marina Koenig, and the Cardinals control first possession. Work it out, Castronova. Treveri gives up to Fleming. Swinging it around the horn early, looking around, wing to wing, nothing there on the perimeter. Sitting in what looks to be a zone defense right now are the Red Devils. Fleming, dish over to the wing, Treveri. Cardinals trying to find some penetration inside that perimeter. Treveri takes it back to the top. Fleming to the opposite side. Koenig sees a lane, got closed up quickly, back over to Treveri, and that ball tipped, almost stolen away. Castronova keeps control of possession. Dishes over to Treveri. Another tipped pass. Work to the opposite side. Koenig gave it a look from distance, went with the floater, overshot it. Ball goes out of bounds, couldn't quite control it as Abby Guyette tried to get the rebound but ended up pushing the ball just slightly out of bounds. Canfield retaking control. Treveri from the baseline on the inbound goes Koenig on the far side wing. Opposite side now to Treveri, near side wing shot attempt, and she'll bury it. Not the AAC player for no reason, folks. She takes big-time shots like that all the time. Traveling violation's going to send it right back to Canfield. 3-0 Cardinals on top, 6:48 first quarter of play. Pressuring ball in the full court, Treveri with her left crossing the timeline, getting to the opposite side, double dribbled with it. Coach Pav wasn't liking them, how they were setting up offensively on that one. As the Red Devils take control, looking for some offense. Crestwood from that far corner, work it to the top, bounce pass, try to get it to the middle. Barracat was there for the steal, but right back into the hands of Crestwood. Red Devils full head of steam, knocked loose, but it's a foul called on Canfield. Cardinals called for the contact, and I think it was Castronova that picked up the foul. On the floor, first on Castronova, first on either team. Inbounding from the baseline, that's Guyette. Quick kick into Martini, put it up, can't finish it though. Bringing it up the far sideline, Koenig. Work it to Treveri. Over to Fleming, Fleming from the wing. Left it on the iron. Ball out of bounds, and it's off of Canfield last. Work it back to the Red Devils. Ball taken away. Who else? Fleming put the Jets in the shoes and finish on the other end. Steal and score. You've seen that so many times this season. For Carly Fleming, another steal into the hands. Fleming with the finish. 7-0 run out of the gates for Canfield. 5:35 here in the first. Crestwood desperately trying to settle things down. To that baseline. Into the corner. Ball almost tipped loose again. Finding Liv, can't finish the shot on the floater. Castronova right down the lane, tried to bounce it, did get it to Jenna Treveri. What a pass by Castronova, and a timeout by Crestwood. 9-0 run for Canfield out of the gates. 5:10 left in the first. We got a timeout as well here on the network. Welcome back, everybody. Out of that timeout by Crestwood, they find themselves at a 9-point deficit in this district championship game. Trying to find some offense, work it to the near side block, and it's stolen away. Canfield gets it out to a Fleming, cherry picking and scoring on the other end. Carly Fleming with a speed boost to the rack, and she's got another two. Give her a half dozen in this opening quarter. Crestwood trying to work it to the middle. It's taken away. Castronova, a dime to Fleming. Nice closeout, back out to Treveri. Near side wing 3, and rattle it home. 14-0 run for Canfield. A little over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter of play. All-out domination showed by the Cards. Trying to get it inside from the perimeter. Closed out from the paint. Other side, Fleming fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2. This is the bread and butter. This has been the name of the game for the Canfield Cardinals girls basketball team this season. Defense turning into offense, steals, and selfless passing. Giving up to the teammates that are open and getting multiple people involved. Any given night, any given game, any one of these young ladies can be the hero for the Cards. The leading scorer is Fleming, trying to split the pair here at the stripe. Worth noting, too, Crestwood is without their best player, Hannah Ward, 15 points per game this season. Definitely an impact player when she is on the floor, and it does hurt the Red Devils a bit not having her in this contest. But Crestwood always, when you're talking Portage County basketball, both on the boys and the girls side, always a respectable program. Always a tough program, too, beating teams like LeBray we saw earlier this season. Crestwood. Guyette to Martini, now to the corner. Becca Brady trying to get it to baseline. Looking to pass it back out, and a whistle blown for the foul as Maddie Grace Gonzi able to draw it. Koenig picks up the contact. Second foul on the Cardinals as a team. First overall on Koenig. Jenna Havrilla has also made a substitution in for Canfield. Her first appearance in this contest. From that far side wing, Martini lost the handle on it, trying to save it. Goes into the hands of Treveri. Treveri trying to kick back out to Havrilla. Looking to chase it down, Havrilla. And a collision course on the far sideline. Work it back to the near corner. Koenig left it short. Bearcat the cleanup. (16-0) the run for Canfield. Ball is loose. Bearcat jumps on it, and a jump ball is called, and call it Canfield possession. Bearcat and Koenig coming off. McElroy checking in. Nice pass back out to Castronova, and that one just won't fall. Ball is loose, and Carly Fleming comes away with it, but stolen right back by Liv Martini. And Crestwood finally breaks the 16-0 run from Canfield and gets on the board. Extra pass to Havrilla, back to the top. Castronova feeling it just short on the attempt. Looking to save it. Fleming goes into the crowd and was able to actually save it. Wow, Carly Fleming keeps possession for Canfield. Two minutes, 10 seconds. Opening quarter of play, 16-2 Canfield on a 14-point lead in this district championship game. McElroy. Fleming tried to go to Havrilla, and it was off her hands, last out of bounds. Call it Crestwood basketball. Abby Guyette gets it to Martini. Pass into the mid-range, kick back to the corner, three-pointer, a little short on the mark. McElroy gets the board, finds Fleming, and she'll bring it up the far sideline, and a push called on Crestwood. Gonna tag that one on number 12 in Becca Brady, and that's her second here in this first quarter of play. Minute 36, Marina Koenig in for Carly Fleming. On the Canfield side of things, Lori Janone is also making her first appearance for the Cards. Koenig to McElroy, back to Koenig, nice cut baseline, give it up, Havrilla, and Havrilla will take the contact and go to the line for two. Excellent ball movement from the Cards. Havrilla tried to get the friendly bounce off the front iron. Rims were not having it. Outright denial. Looking to split the pair. Trying to put the Cards up by 15, and Havrilla does. 17-2, Canfield. Building a commanding lead early. Martini, Brecht, Bry, Janone to the top. Trying to get that trap in. Working to the far corner, three-pointer. Off of that front iron. Rebounded, though, by Crestwood. Looking for another crack at the apple, and the finish is found by Maddie Dustman. Treveri to McElroy. McElroy sees a drive, feeds in. Havrilla down low, finishes. Off the left block. Havrilla finds the layup. Stop in the mid-range. Feed it back to the wing. Martini ends up with it again. Havrilla on her defensively. Martini left side of the lane. Work to the corner. Three-pointer. It's up. It's short. Rebound. Janone tracks it down. Gets to Treveri. Treveri all the way. Takes the contact and goes to the line. Jenna Treveri. Two more coming up for the Cards at the stripe. Foul was called against Maddie Grace Gonzi. 18.4 seconds to go in this first quarter of play. Jenna Treveri drops the first one. Canfield, a sweet 16-point advantage here in the first. And the second. And the Cards have built a 17-point lead now. 10 seconds to go. Crestwood looking for some offense to finish the quarter out. Bounce pass, down low, back out. One more to the corner. Squaring up and sinking the shot is Maddie Dustman at the buzzer. Cutting into that deficit, down to 14, though. The Canfield Cardinals with a 21-7 lead after 8 minutes of play. Ty Bartell, YSNLive.com. We're back with the second after this. Welcome back, everybody. Ty Bartell, your sports network, YSNLive.com, with the call and coverage of all the action here from Lordstown High School. This is the Division IV, Region 13, Northeast 2 District Championship game. The Canfield Cardinals building a 14-point advantage on the Crestwood Red Devils, 21-7 after that opening frame. And again, a big shout out to our friends over at the Ohio Lakers for sponsoring today's contest. Sure to give them a shout out too for all of you watching at home, free of charge for this contest. Crestwood with possession in that near corner. Guyette feeds and gets stolen away. Koenig read it, but then the pass goes to the crowd. Koenig read the ball like a book, but then misread the pass as Treveri had to go behind her, just mistimed. Crestwood getting the ball back, friendly side of the floor. Top of the key. And a traveling violation is called as Maddie Grace Gonzi It's called for it. Turns it over to the Cards. Jenna Treveri able to cross the timeline with it. Finding Koenig. Cashinova, though, lost it off her hands. Enabling the steal to Gonzi. And a steal right back pass way ahead of the crowd and tracked down by Dustman. Cards trying to strike quick. Perhaps trying a little too quickly right now as they give up another counter turnover, you could call it. Defense, though, works it as Treveri jumps into that passing lane. Other side, feed to the corner. Fleming open and splashing it home from the near corner. And a quick timeout taken following. Canfield in the first minute of this second quarter builds on their lead back to 17. Welcome back, everybody. Coming out of that timeout. 7:01 left in this first half of play. Canfield building a 17-point lead back. As Crestwood trying to continue to fight in this one. Piper Seibold hands off to Gonzi, now to Dustman. One pass over to Mardini. Into the corner, Mardini, back to Dustman. Dustman feed into the lane, can't finish the shot. Rebound tussled for and a jump ball called as Aline Barakat able to work the jump ball. Canfield gets possession. Arrow favoring the Cards on that exchange. Koenig. Kick back to Treveri. Pass into that corner. Over the top to Treveri. Into the mid-range, back out. Try to get it out of the lane. Nice little touch pass to Koenig. Treveri trying to drive baseline. Look to pass it on the dime, but so many Red Devils in the area, they're able to tip it loose. Crestwood losing the handle, and the steal by Canfield. Forwarding it, one bounce pass to Fleming, can't finish it, gets it back. Fleming, two cracks at it, can't get it either to go. And now Canfield gives it back up to Crestwood. Red Devils trying to battle their way back into it, but Canfield's defense just relentless. Fleming tries to catch up to it. Hits it underneath the glass. Crestwood able to save it back in bounds, and the Red Devils back on the other end. Trying to get it to Dustman. Lost the handle of it, and it's back to Canfield. Ball taken away. Good defense from the Red Devils. Get the pass out to an open shooter in Piper Seibold, and she's able to lay it in for the easy two. Nice ball movement. Nice find by Crestwood. Koenig lining it up from distance and nothing but net. Marina Koenig. Second three of the quarter for Canfield. Cards have built an 18-point lead. Find to the corner. Is it a response? Seibold little short. Rebound. Barakat into a tussle with Dustman, and it's a jump ball. This time, keep it with Crestwood. Red Devils looking for a quick hit. Substitution prior to. Grace Harper in for the Red Devils. Guyette to go to the top. Ball tracked down. Havrilla, nice little crossover move into traffic and fouled on the floor. First foul for either team in the quarter. It's against Ava Lincoln for the Red Devils. Just her first. 4:39. First half of play here in the second quarter. Treveri to Koenig. Treveri trying to get past the pressure. Tipped off the hands of Cashinova. One more to Koenig, looking for her second of the quarter. That one falls short, right into the hands of Martini. Then Martini over to Seibold, gets it back. Martini from the top, feeds the Seibold in that corner. Defense there, Cashinova. Ball tipped, taken away. Koenig on the steal as the senior lost the handle on it. Gets it over to Bearcat. And Canfield able to get it across the timeline, but right back into the hands of Crestwood. Pass goes out of bounds, and back to Canfield it goes. McElroy, Janone back in for the Cards. Castronova and Bearcat gonna get some rest. Little under 4 minutes to go, first half of play. Canfield protecting an 18-point advantage. Pressure coming in that full court. Janone to the wing, Koenig to an open Havrilla in the far corner. Just off the back iron, ball ends up with Janone. Look what I found. Somehow, some way, Janone gets it and is immediately looking for the bucket. 20-point lead for the Cards. Ball back in play into the hands of the Red Devils. Looking to bank it home, couldn't quite finish. McElroy the rebound, Havrilla running the fast break. Other side, it's Treveri for two, and the lead keeps on building. 22, the advantage for Canfield. Red Devils desperately needing to stop the bleeding. Ball loose, bounce to the top, looking to attack. Down to the block, one to the corner. Good movement there by the Red Devils. Opposite side, open look, nice pass. Ball, though, off of the back iron. Another look, though, for the Red Devils. And they'll knock down a three of their own on the other side. Maddie Grace Gonzi. Needed that in the worst way, did the Red Devils. Trying to continue to work themselves back in this game. Koenig to a cutting McElroy scoop layup, not there. Treveri trying to clean it up, and she does. Offensive board, second chance points, Canfield. A blackjack 21-point advantage now. From the elbow to the corner, blocked by Treveri, and into a jump ball. Send it back Canfield's way. Treveri gonna get some much needed and well-deserved rest. Sofia Castronova checks back in for the Cards. 2:03 left, first half of play. Canfield looking to continue building this lead, currently at the largest it's been today at 21 points. Janone feeds out to Koenig. Dishes back to Janone. Trying to find Cashinova at the elbow. Doubled there and taken away by the Red Devils. Oh, what a read by Havrilla. Jumping it for the steal. Janone one-on-one, and she beats her. Height disadvantage doesn't matter. Lori Janone goes right to the teeth of the defense and takes two more. Push called on the other end. Canfield called for their first foul of the quarter. Coming in with a minute 21 left in this second. Called it on Cece McElroy. Just her first. She'll come off the floor. Jenna Treveri back on it. 23-point advantage for Canfield. Bounce pass. Goes to the block and finish. Nicely done. Ava Lincoln gets the quick hit. Castronova deals to Treveri. Into the lane. Bounce pass to Havrilla. Tried to kick it back inbounds. It's taken away by the Red Devils. Crestwood trying to find the backdoor cut on the opposite side. It's knocked out of bounds by Canfield, though. Minute exactly left in this first half of play. Aline Bearcat back in. Pass in to Dustman. Dustman rolls it home. Excellent fight being shown by the Crestwood Red Devils still. Bearcat gets the pass forwarded to her. Treveri to Koenig. Koenig back to Castronova. Cards trying to get better spacing on it. Spreading things out wider now as Treveri finds the corner and Koenig. Koenig brings it to the top. Goes Castronova right back. Koenig from that wing. That's her money spot. Her second one of the quarter from that exact spot on the wing. And that lead builds back 20 plus. Ball out of bounds back Canfield's way. 13.4 seconds to go in the half. Cards looking to add a little more to their advantage going into the halftime locker room. Treveri, 8 seconds and ticking. Taking it right into the lane. Put it up and put it down. Jenna Treveri on the hoist the other side. It clips the rim. Liv Martini almost with the quarterback style throw into the hoop. But a 24-point lead for the Canfield Cardinals going into the halftime locker room. It's Canfield 40, Crestwood 16. We got a 10-minute halftime intermission, and we'll be back with the start of the third quarter here on ysnlive.com after this. Welcome back, everybody. Ty Bartell, your sports network, ysnlive.com, as we get you geared up and ready for the start of our second half, third quarter of action, seconds away from getting underway. Canfield, the Cardinals have built an impressive 24-point advantage after 16 minutes of on-court action, as that 2-3 zone is once again giving so many teams trouble this season. It's giving, once again, the Crestwood Red Devils now trouble in this contest. So quick, such high basketball IQ are the Canfield Cards. Crestwood, though, not completely out of it, but you need a third quarter. You need to see some production. You need to see that ball fall in the hole a few more times. If you're on the Red Devil side, Koenig almost came away with another steal. Swing it to the corner, open look, Crestwood, nice find. And that's exactly what the doctor ordered. Ava Lincoln buries it from the far corner. Koenig tries to get it to Castronova, and it's a quick turnover. Send it back to the Red Devils. Crestwood crowd trying to help get their Red Devils back into it. Turnovers were a big name of the game in that first half. Crestwood had way too many for their liking. No doubt that's something that was preached in that halftime locker room. You definitely want to clean that up. Out to the corner. Koenig almost with another steal. Step into the distance try. Off the back iron, won't go. Tie up, jump ball, and it'll go back to Canfield. Carly Fleming forwards it to Koenig. What a nice pass. Koenig all the way, left it on the back rim, rebounded. Bearcat kicks out. Castronova open, can't splash it. Ball tipped, taken away by Dustman, and Crestwood controls. Red Devil basketball on the other end. Martini in the corner. She'll take it from distance. Misfires on the attempt. The ball goes out of bounds. Another mistime pass. No, tipped though by the Red Devils. Crestwood getting their hand on it. So Canfield will keep possession. And prior to it, a timeout going to be called as Canfield wants to talk things over, likely try to slow things out, slow things down, clean some things up on their side. As we'll take a quick break of action, thank our friends over at Mill Creek Park. Rolling back out of that timeout, and also a big shout out to our friends over at the Ohio Lakers for bringing you this game today, absolutely free of charge throughout the Canfield community. Again, a big shout out to our friends over at the Ohio Lakers for sponsoring today's contest. And also a big reminder, if you or your business wants to sponsor any playoff basketball games this season, They're $200 a charge too per OHSAA fees, but you get the sole streaming rights or the sole streaming sponsorship of that contest. Crestwood trying to find it out of the mid-range. Rebound, Dustman, second chance point. She'll get it to go. Canfield trying to handle this momentum spurt brought on by Crestwood here in the third quarter. Crestwood in do or die mode. They've knocked that deficit back under 20. Treveri somehow came away with it. Lost the handle. Fleming comes up. Pass over the head to Barakat and Canfield. Pass is just a little too strong as the Red Devils will get possession back. Down 19, Crestwood continuing to show plenty of heart, plenty of battle here in this district championship game. Bumping and bruising bodies, ball taken away. Treveri gets fouled after the steal. That'll be the first on Crestwood here in this third quarter. Also the first on Maddie Dustman. Janone checking back in for the Cards. Janone, pass was tipped. Barakat couldn't handle it, and another turnover by the Cards. Coach Reel looking for the higher powers to help him out, and his team got bit by the turnover bug here in the last few minutes. 5:20 left in the third. Swing it to the corner. Thought about that look, had one in the air, and Treveri going to get called for the foul. Dustman looked like she was going to pull the trigger, but just out that last second decided to run it baseline, and Treveri gave herself up by going in the air with it, and an easy call for the officials on that. First on Treveri, first on Canfield here in the third. Pass, Fleming, hot potato, comes up with it. Ball, though, right back into the hands of the Red Devils, and a jump ball is called. Keep it with Crestwood. Red Devil basketball, almost with the takeaway, but a foul called as Fleming looking for the steal. Instead gets called for the contact. That's the second on Canfield, just the first on Fleming, though. And with the way this Canfield team plays that 2-3 zone and how aggressive they play, jumping the passing lanes, it really comes down to you need your players to stay out of foul troubles. If you could spread those fouls around, Canfield has done a good job of that here with just under 5 to go in this third quarter. That's the big key, playing their style of defense, as McElroy, the rebound. Jump ball called, though, as Crestwood with the active hands forcing it. It'll stay Canfield possession. Arrow favoring the Cards as another jump ball. I believe that is the third we've seen in just this quarter alone. Havrilla, one Jenna to the next. Treveri to the cutting Barakat. Tried to swirl it in, but she'll settle for the two at the free throw line. Aline Barakat trying to put Canfield back up by 20. That foul was called against Maddie Dustman. That's her second, team second, both teams with 2 fouls apiece. Barakat a little shy on the first attempt. Our friend Charles Marsh from Mahoning Valley Sports is here. One of the best photographers in the area. Be sure to check out Charles's photos of this contest at MV Sports after the game. On the cut on the other side, Crestwood able to get the offensive board. Another look at it. It's a 20-point game. 4:25 left to go in the third quarter. Red Devils way downtown. Put it down. Wow, what a shot. Becca Brady Unleashes one from a few steps beyond the arc. And the run keeps on running for the Red Devils. Brady, the moving shot, can't finish. Numbers for the Cards. Ball is tipped. Martini gets her hand on it. Pass. Beautifully done to Dustman. She'll get fouled and go to the line. What an effort being shown by the Crestwood Red Devils here in the third. 3:48 left to go, and going to the line for two, it's Maddie Dustman. Deficit down to 17, trying to keep on chipping away is Crestwood. A little short on that first attempt. Canfield attempting to settle some things down, and a full timeout actually going to be called on the Cardinal side. Coach Reel want to talk things over with his girls as the tides may be turning in this one, and he wants to get ahead of that while he can. Talk things over with the Lady Cards. We'll take a quick timeout as well with them in this break of action. We'll thank our friends over at 21 WFMJ. Big shout out to our friends over at 21 WFMJ and their Five Guys Hoop News. As always, be sure to catch Dana Bolish, Brittany Bissell, and all the gang for all the additional coverage you need this high school basketball season. Another free throw here for Maddie Dustman. That one rims out. Jenna Treveri bobbing and weaving her way through the defense after the rebound. Koenig back to Treveri. She'll cross the timeline. Treveri finds Koenig. Swing to Treveri on the wing. Into her movement. Back beyond the perimeter. Koenig to Castronova, into the lane, getting a couple in the air, back out Treveri, trying to blow past the defense, trapped. Swing it to Koenig, right back to Castronova, other way they go with it. A Bearcat open on the opposite side, just strong on the attempt, rebounded by Crestwood. 3 minutes to go. Bumping and bruising, Dustman tries the tough take. Can't finish it, ball on the ground. It's loose, it's taken away. Treveri to Fleming. Fleming open floor in front. Has to back out. Bearcat, Treveri. Treveri right through the lane. Textbook take. And she'll get fouled. Going to the line for two more. One of the reasons you give Jenna Treveri credit too, and one of the reasons why she's been named All-American Conference Player of the Year on the girls' side is reasons just like that. You see how quickly she is in her decision-making skills too. Got the ball, saw the shot wasn't there, and immediately was able to navigate her way through the lane all the way to the rim for two. Ditching three defenders and getting fouled at the very last second. Going to the line for a pair, but an empty trip that time for the Cards. And whistle blown, and it's back to Crestwood. Lead down to 17. Red Devils have to love that they've cut it under 20. Want to get that as close as 10 is. You got to figure their goal before the fourth. Canfield trying to put some devastating shots up before the end of this third quarter. Try to take firm hold of momentum going into the fourth. Castronova gets fouled on the other side. And that is foul number 4, last to give for the Red Devils here in the third quarter. First one called on Liv Martini. Next one puts Canfield at the line for 2. They'd be in the bonus. On the other side, Canfield has committed 3 fouls. They have just 1 left to give with 2:26 remaining in the quarter. Pass goes to Jenna Havrilla. Swing it to Treveri. Bearcat to Castronova. Find Koenig in the near corner. It's up, it's down. Marina Koenig, her third 3 of the game, and that lead back to 20. Red Devils gets the screen, shot attempt, and a blocking foul called on Bearcat. as Becca Brady able to draw it. Couple free throws here. Was in the act of shooting. Both teams now with 4 fouls committed. Both teams in the bonus. Minute 59 left in the third quarter. And that first shot attempt by Becca Brady goes. Shot attempt right back into the hands, so 1 of 2, but another possession for the Red Devils, and a foul again called. And that is 5 now on Canfield, so Crestwood to the line for 2 more in the bonus. And going to the line for 2, it's Grace Harper. Harper for the pair. First one finds the bottom. Cece McElroy in for Aline Barakat. That second one rattles home, and it's back down to 17 points, the deficit for Crestwood. Credit the Red Devils. They refused to go away, and there was a couple times in this game where it was looking bleak for them. But the Red Devils force another turnover. Canfield going to have to fight to the final second to try to earn this district championship. Fittingly so, too, getting to this point of the year. Crestwood into the lane. Nice take. Just couldn't finish it. McElroy gets the board. What a take by Becca Brady. Jenna Treveri getting trapped. Trying to get rid of it. Gets it to the other side. Into the hands of Jenna Havrilla. A scrap for the basketball still. And timeout taken by Crestwood. As they had possession, they'll keep possession. And take a quick 30-second break of action with a minute 13 left in this third quarter of play. Thank our friends over at Meridian Health. There's a minute 13 left to go in this third quarter of play. Ty Bartel, ysnlive.com. Thanks you for joining us for the call and coverage of all the action in this Division IV Region 13 Northeast 2 District Championship game. Canfield, the Cardinals, up by 17 on the Crestwood Red Devils, but Crestwood trying to get on the comeback trail. Stolen away, though. Jenna Treveri goes to Havrilla. Havrilla tried to kick it back, almost taken away, but out of bounds with it went Grace Harper. 56 seconds now remain in the third. Koenig gets the inbound. Pump fakes in the lane, dishes out to Treveri. Treveri now enters the lane and gets fouled on the take. And now Jenna Treveri with a pair. And that first one falls. Second foul addressed to Ava Lincoln personally in this game. Both teams with 5 fouls in the bonus. And a lane violation called against Canfield, so wave that second shot attempt off. 48.6 seconds to go. Officials addressing a substitution by the Cards. They got it all sorted out on the floor. 40 seconds to go. Crestwood looking for last second shot perhaps. Ball out of bounds. 30 seconds left to go. Janone, far sideline, into a tie-up and jump ball, send it back to Crestwood. With 20 seconds left to go in this third. Red Devils from distance. Brady had it tipped. Ball is loose and tracked down by Crestwood. 10 seconds to go. They'll get another crack at it. Ball trying to save it, and it'll go off of Crestwood last. Not a whole lot of time. Canfield gonna have to get it, go, and hoist. 5.8. Jenna Treveri will try it. Ball tipped, and it'll stay Canfield basketball. As Cardinals going to be inbounding. As a substitution called on the Crestwood side. Canfield faithful. Naturally questioning the substitution being allowed on this side. Officials now talking things over at the table. The girls just want to get the 2.4 seconds done with in this third quarter. They go to Janone. Janone back to McElroy, and right through her legs it goes. Canfield can't get a shot attempt to go. 45-27 after 3 quarters of play. Cardinals with an 18-point lead as we go into the final quarter of contest here in ysnlive.com. Canfield Cardinals, 18-point lead and 8 minutes separating them from a district championship win. And a ticket booked to the Sweet 16 in Division 4 throughout the state of Ohio. Cardinals, Koenig finds Treveri, back to Koenig. Canfield doesn't have to work quick, they just have to be methodical with their offense as Barracat tries one from distance, left it on the iron, and a traveling violation called on Crestwood. Finds the corner, Casanova wide open, buries it from the far corner. Big shot out of the gates, back up to 20 plus. The lead goes for Canfield. Fleming with some suffocating defense out to Martini, trying to go baseline, Casanova on her. Into the lane, kick it back to the top. One pass to the wing. Trying to just find a seam to pull the trigger. Canfield not allowing much space at all. Free throw line. Treveri cuts in the steal, the pass on the money, on the mark. Treveri to Fleming. How many times have we said that this season? 50-27 Cardinals. Trying to put the closing touches on this one. Ball on the ground. As Fleming gonna get called for the foul, trying to go for the steal and or jump ball. Her second, team's first. 6:21 left in the game. Bounce pass. Carly Fleming gets a hold of it. Pass. What a pass to Treveri. Oh, what a score. Carly Fleming with the assist. And Treveri finds another bucket. That lead extends some more, 25. Largest it's been on the day. And ball out of bounds as Koenig able to get it off of Brady last. Jenna Treveri to the other side. Ball taken away on the ground. And on the other way with it with the fast break. Red Devils kick it back. Mid-range jumper. That'll go. Grace Harper, the conversion. And a whistle blown and a foul called. I believe Martini called on it. Correct myself, Abby Guyette, the one called for the foul. Her first. Crestwood's first in the fourth quarter here. Things looking great for Canfield, 23-point advantage. They sit 5.5 minutes away from a district championship. Tried to bounce it in. On that baseline cut was Bearcat. Couldn't sync up on the pass try. And Crestwood takes over. Red Devils. A running floater, rebounded though by Crestwood. Ball taken away. You ain't gonna catch her all alone, Fleming. And that's the one she can't get to go. You look at how many contested layups she's had this game. And of course, the one where maybe a defender closest to her was 10 feet away. That's the one that she has trouble getting to go. That's the sport of basketball for you, folks. We're a tick under 5 minutes to play, 52-29, Canfield in control. We got a 30-second break of action on the floor. We'll take one as well, back after this. Back out of that quick timeout taken. 4:59 left in the game. Martini from distance had it tipped into the hands of Koenig. It goes. Marina Koenig on the near side wing. Pass right back into the hands of Koenig. She gets it out, Castronova, and a push called. Maddie Dustman. Called for the push. Inbounding Castronova. Koenig from the corner to Castronova. Cards work it back out to the top. Treveri to Koenig from distance. Koenig looking for another triple this game. Offensive board by Bearcat. Gives Canfield an opportunity for some second chance points. Find Fleming, no look pass to Treveri. Treveri. They kick it back out, swinging it around the horn. Try the other way now, Koenig. 4 minutes, 10 seconds. Koenig tries it from the wing. Put it down. Another three for Marina Koenig. And that lead increases a little bit more. Cardinals rapidly clearing up that path to victory with 3:55 left to go in this district championship game. Fleming and Bearcat subbing out. Havrilla and McElroy checking in. Pass taken away by Koenig. Fast break opportunity all the way for the senior. Mid-range jumper, a little shy on the attempt. Pinballing off some hands and ended up out of bounds. Last touched by Canfield. Crestwood basketball, 3.5, little over 3.5 to go. 3:35 to be exact. Here in this final quarter of play here in regulation. Trying to track down the ball, but over and back gonna be called. Canfield retaking control. Treveri to Koenig. Koenig deals to Castronova. Koenig to Havrilla in the far corner. Havrilla trying to find a kick-out option. Ball is on the ground, and a jump ball is called as Guyette gets in there to grab a hold of the rock. Martini back in. Over on the Crestwood side of things, Ava Lincoln going to get some rest. Treveri, beautiful pass to Castronova. McElroy goes to Havrilla, now Koenig. Pass in Treveri. Treveri tries it and gets fouled. As Jenna Treveri to the line for two, a tick under 3 minutes to play in this game. Foul number 2 addressed to Maddie Grace Gonzi. Nothing but net for Treveri on the first. And Canfield's lead stretches to 29. Marina Koenig, the senior, subbing out now. Lori Janone back in for Canfield. And Treveri makes them both. And that lead to 30. Largest of the game it's been for Canfield. Cardinals, path to victory and a district championship. Almost as clear as you can get it at this point, as double dribble called on Treveri, trying to force the takeaway. And a substitution coming in on the Canfield side. Jenna Treveri subbing out. Coming in for Canfield, it's Samara Watson. Whistle blown for the travel on Crestwood. Lori Janone. Get it to Sydney Rakers. Rakers trying to find Havrilla. Does get it to Havrilla. Havrilla called for over and back. As the Red Devils, Becca Brady goes to Martini, gets it back. Brady from distance, put it down. 2 minutes left. Ball grabbed that time by Crestwood's Abby Guyette. Shot attempt on the other end, off the back rim. Rebounded Rakers. Rakers finds Janone. Forwarding it to the wing. Three-pointer up and down. Harper Venrose from distance. Under 90 seconds to go. Martini to the corner. Brady from distance. She'll rattle home another. And a 30-second timeout. Couple more substitutions coming in on the Canfield side of things. Michaela Brown is in. Caitlin Rakers also subbing in for the Cards. As a minute 19 separating Canfield from another district championship in girls basketball. Shot from distance, left on the iron, rebounded. Rakers Trying to avoid the trap. Rakers picks up the dribble. Dustman gets into a jump ball and gets it back for Crestwood. Distance try falls short. And that ball will stay with Crestwood, last off of the Cards. Under a minute to play in this game. Cardinals looking to celebrate. And that rattle will find some twine. Ball is tipped and it's out of bounds. .40 seconds left as Crestwood just playing to clean up the score a little bit. Dustman from distance on the misfire. Canfield will get it with 30 seconds left. Cardinals get it to Rakers. Rakers forwards it. One Rakers to the other, but opposite side. Brown couldn't convert the shot. Ball tipping off some hands, ending up with Crestwood. Dustman tries to pass it in, and it's out of bounds. Canfield to take over with 5.7 remaining in the game. Cards to dribble it out. And the Canfield Lady Cardinals are taking home a little bit more gold in this 24-25 season as they are Division IV, Region 13, Northeast 2 district champions with a 62-37 win over the Crestwood Red Devils. They will get the winner of the 7 p.m. contest here at Lordstown between the Field Falcons and the Streetsboro Rockets. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in and watching this broadcast of high school basketball on ysnlive.com. To our proud owners, both DJ Oakley and Brian Scott, able to bring this game to each and every person unable to make it in attendance today. To our GMs, Steve Leslie and Chris Ziegler, for the many hats that they wear and all the work they do for the entirety of the Mahoning Valley, we thank them for each and every single one of them. And to the Ohio Lakers for bringing this game to all of your homes, sponsoring this contest free of charge to all of you able to watch it with us here tonight. And most importantly, to all of you who tuned in and helped support these kids, schools, and communities. You guys are really and truly what YSN Live is all about. And so we thank you. Whether you were tuning in from the Manaway area supporting your Crestwood Red Devils, maybe getting your first taste of ysnlive.com, we want to remind you YSN is a completely free service to schools, so find out how to get involved by emailing us at info@ysnlive.com. That is info@ysnlive.com. Or if you're back home in the Canfield community supporting your Cardinals, we thank you for your continued and constant support of not only Canfield Cardinal Athletics, but also ysnlive.com. Or wherever you may be in the sport of high school basketball, this is Ty Bartell bidding you all a farewell and a good night, everybody.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of your sports network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.